Hello, I'm Dianna Grayer, and I'm really excited to be talking to you about my 5 children's books. I get the question asked all the time, why do I write children's books? I write children's books because there's a need. These are the books, the right books I'm writing are the books that I wanted to read as a child. I wanted as a child to know more about myself, to learn more about being in relationship with myself, with other people. And in my family, I didn't get that. I didn't get how to be in relationship with other people. It wasn't modeled to me. And as a marriage family therapist, I see families and I see children, and they're in the same situation where they're not getting modeled how to be in relationship. They're not getting the tools that they need to build relationships and to feel good about themselves. So I'm on a mission to write books with meaning, with messages, so that kids can learn how to be in their lives, how to grow up, how to develop, how to learn skills. And these are important skills that we need to know about, that kids need to know about. So the first picture book I'm going to talk about is the most recent one, which is Wisdom from the Wild, What's Really Behind the Growl. So this book is really important because it's about being yourself. It's about the wisdom of the eagle is teaching lessons to the bear. And so the bear comes up to the riverbed and is like growling, ah, you know, and the eagle is saying, what's going on here? Maybe you should drink some of this fresh water, you know, maybe because there's something in your throat. It's just hilarious. But throughout the journey, the bear becomes aware of his behavior and how the growl puts a wall between him and the relationships and the rest of the animals, and how important it is just to be himself. So the book is about helping kids see how important it is to be yourself, and by being yourself, things can happen. People get to see you, you get to share yourself, and you get to learn, you get to grow, and you get to be in relationship. So it's a wonderful story. So the next book is I Am a Lot of Things. I'm just going to go backwards. So I Am a Lot of Things is a special book because I had a 10-year-old Sierra illustrate it, and I'm so excited to have her be a part of that experience with me. I'm friends with her mother, and I decided to allow Sierra to illustrate it. So I Am a Lot of Things is a positive affirmation book, and something that I really needed as a child, something to help me learn about who I am as a person. And so it kind of gives kids ideas of their talents and characteristics about themselves. Like for instance, it says, I am smart, and it gives lots of different ways of how kids can be smart. And I'm responsible, and I'm unique, and I'm courageous. Really important characteristics for kids to learn about and to know about. A lot of kids don't have opportunity to be in relationship, as I say, with parents. And I'm going to say this often because I get to see it and I get to witness it as a therapist, and also in my own personal life as a child. Parents are busy. Parents have a lot of things going on, and sometimes they don't have the time to engage with their children. And a lot of parents do not know how to engage with their children. And a lot of kids don't get the mirroring, the positive mirroring that they need from their parents. So I Am a Lot of Things is another tool. It's a tool to help kids read and be validated. You know, it's unfortunate, but we have to find our validation somewhere. And if these kids can read these positive words, then they can incorporate them in their life. They can embrace them, they can embody them and take them in. And so that's the point of I am a lot of things. The next book is The Lone Bird. The Lone Bird is about a bird that has to make a decision to follow the negative or the positive. And we all, as adults, as children, face those decisions. And throughout the story, the lone bird decides, like, she could not catch up with the mean birds in the story. And so she was so alone, and she felt like she didn't know what to do. And a voice from above said, you know, you made a good decision. Just follow your path, just be courageous, and find positive birds. And so it was the journey, how the lone bird traveled on this journey, deciding, okay, I'm not going to follow negativity, I'm just going to trust. And in trusting, the lone bird found other singing birds, happy birds to be with. It's very natural for these books to show up when I can get themes. And all the themes are about relating, relationships, the do's and the don'ts, what's important, how do you take responsibility, how do you be accountable for how you, when you hurt people, or when people hurt you, how do they be accountable? So it's this back and forth of mixing of what works and what doesn't work in relationships. Those are my 3 picture books that I'm really proud of. And I have many, many more books ready to be published. But I only can do what I can alone. So my novels, my 2 novels, one is Dianna's Unveiling, a girl, a teacher, a turtle, and an eagle. I'm just so proud of that book because it's a transformation book. It's about a little girl, a young girl, 10-year-old girl, who is shy in her classroom. And she has the most wonderful teacher, Miss G, who helps her and another friend, Shushu, become friends and teaches them how to be friends. Who taught us how to be friends as children? I wasn't taught how to be in relationship. So, so these 2 girls are on a journey. And the turtle comes in because Dianna, the star, is so connected to turtles in the classroom that all the kids are like laughing at her. They're not understanding what that connection is. And that connection is that she feels like a turtle, and because she's shy and she withdraws into her shell. And so as the story goes along and she begins to become friends with Shushu, she gets stronger. And also she learns about eagle and eagle medicine from the medicine woman Zamaya, who comes to their classroom. And in that learning about eagle, Dianna connects with eagle. She knows deep down that she doesn't want to be shy and withdrawn. She wants to soar. She wants to be alive. And so, so throughout the journey, by the end of the book, she's soaring because of all this different stuff that she's taken throughout the story. So, great book. I love it. Good story. Good transformation story. Good empowerment book for girls, especially. 5th book, and my 2nd novel, is I Am Somebody. I Am Somebody is dear to my heart. It sort of parallels my life, my story as a child. The girl, the star in the book, is Layla. She wanted so much in her life to be seen in her family. And what happens in this story is that Layla prays every night to God. Please, God, she says, send me somebody to see me, to care about me, to be my friend. And she goes to the store to get something for her mother, and she have an encounter with the bully, the neighborhood bully and the school bully, Alfonso. And Alfonso ends up taking her money, so she can't go in and get what her mother wanted her to get from the store. And so she sits on the curb in front of the store, and she's crying hysterically because she doesn't want to have to face her mother, who wasn't so kind. And eventually, Mama Ayas, this wise woman, shows up and sits next to Layla and embraces her and calms her and comforts her. And the story starts there, the relationship. This woman comes into her life and is so kind and so nurturing to her in ways that she has never experienced before. And so her goal is to connect with this woman more and more and more. And so that's the story. And eventually they connect and build a relationship. And in building that relationship, Layla grows and becomes, and she learns about her life, and she learns about her parents and her family's chaos. And so Mama Ayas is her teacher now, teaches her how to be in relationship. And Layla asks question after question after question after question. She wants to know the dynamics, family dynamics. She wants to know about relationships. She wants to understand. And she gets all her answers through Mama Ayas, how to be in relationship and what's going on in her family with her parents and her siblings that she had no idea about. So another journey, another transformation, and it really shows how important kids need to know these things. Parents need to talk to kids about these things that are going on, because the kids they know about them, but they have to perceive, they have to use their own knowledge or lack of. I mean, they don't have the tools yet to decipher, to understand what is happening in front of them. So they need adults in their lives to explain things to them, because then they have no other choice but to make up their own beliefs about these things. I'm really, really excited to share these 5 books with you. I love my writing. I love the messages. I want to give messages. I want to empower the kids and parents to be better people in this world. I have many, many, many more books to publish. If there's anyone out there who's a publisher who wants to assist me in these books, I would appreciate any support out there. So thank you. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy.